just by mentioning a name, it not necessarily mean the individual. It could be the family. But the fact that a paper of this, of this standard, which is the standard, is capturing something that has become a trend, that the president is now known for talking about things that are inaccurate. It speaks to something that many Kenyans doubt the president's word. That's why probably the reporter here found it a bit funny that he talked about someone who passed on more than 8 years ago.
Yeah, first of all, let me say that the battle between the state and the media has always been something of a long time ago, because the state has got a function it has to do, the media has a function it has to do. In economics, you hear the issue, talk about the first, they talk about the media is called the fourth estate. The first estate is always the state. The second estate is always the private sector. The NGO sector is always called the third estate. And the fourth estate is the media. And the media are not the story. The media, Fred, I'm a trained person in the media. I used to train so many people in the media. The media should never be the story. The media should report the story. In fact, journalists are not the story. The story is the state. Those are the three states. And this is a good story. I don't know why Sosion has a problem with it. In fact, Bwana Sosion, if you can look at Kenyans and tell Kenyans that you are here to justify that Ruto is saying the truth, I think so many Kenyans will laugh at you. Because Kenyans have seen Ruto to be synonymous with the lying. And the lies are way too many. In fact, we can give you many examples. He's lied about nearly anything. Bishops, as holy as they are, said, stop lying. A bishop has no problem with the president. The bishops are not politicians. Bishops are just concerned about the state of the nation. In fact, children in school, sometimes you hear, even you go to a primary school, children say Ruto is a liar. So the lying with the president is something which has been accepted as part of life. What people are now analyzing, what is he lying about, not whether he can lie or not. The propensity, the affinity to lie is very high with him. And when someone cannot deliver, because what is the root cause of this problem? The root cause of lying comes from when you can't deliver and you are trying to talk too much and discuss it too much, then you have to enter into this problem. What I would tell the president, just stop meeting these people. Let you be seen around the house. Sit down, execute what these people are talking about. Fred, the Kenyan problem cannot be solved by touring. The Kenyan problem is economic. The Kenyan problem sits in treasury. The Kenyan problem sits in the House of the Minister of Labor. That Minister for Labor called Alfred Mutua. Can he fix the Ministry of Labor? You see the cartoon is saying, give us jobs, then say, give us votes. Who should be the president talking to? If I was the president, I could Alfred Mutua and ask him, what's happening in the jobs? Because the jobs abroad are lies. They are being stated every now and then. How many people do you know in your family, relatives, neighborhood, in your church, anywhere, fellow colleagues who have left the TV47 here to go work abroad? Mm-hmm. If no one has left TV47 to go work abroad, even a watchman has not left, then who is going abroad? So the lies are way too many. And I want to say in Proverbs 10:20, they said that a good tongue is a gift of silver. A good tongue is a tongue that pronounces the truth. When you can say the truth, you become silver. Is President William Ruto's tongue is a tongue of silver? And the same proverb says that a sweet tongue is a dangerous thing if it is in a godless, someone is in the mouth of a godless person. If you are godless and you have a sweet tongue like William Ruto's tongue, is a very dangerous tongue. I want to tell Kenya, let us not even sit down to start analyzing what Ruto is saying, whom he's lying about. Let us focus on the Kenyan problem,
yes,
which is the economic problem.
Can we afford not to analyze what the president is saying? And the problem is that continuously, and this has become a trend, that many Kenyans no longer associating the president with the truth. And we've seen that happen. Even if the standard could be inaccurate to some extent.